dark night of the soul. It is some sort of second stage common in all awakenings. In this video, you will learn what stage this is, the common symptoms of this stage, a summary of this stage, what you will learn during this stage, and how to get through it and accelerate the process. If you feel you are within one of these stages and questioning if you are, that likely means you definitely are. If you suspect so, I highly recommend to research into this and try to see for yourself. In this stage, you may feel like a victim of life. You see yourself as lost or stuck and question why you are in this state, but it only furthers you down the thought loopholes. This stage typically causes a lot of unnecessary suffering, and this is usually caused by the opening of the first eye, seeing reality for what it really is, and exiting the dream world. This new perspective brings with it a dark period for most. With breaking free from your past limiting beliefs and having the realization that you have no idea who you actually are or what your purpose is, typically brings with it a lot of internal chaos. But while you are in this stage, you must know any sort of transformation requires going through this tough suffering. Because through this suffering, you will realize many things. You will receive plenty of downloads and have many breakthroughs. This stage will bring forth many more awakenings. Be aware that there is not just one awakening. That first awakening is only the initial one. Throughout your whole journey, you will have many awakenings/breakthroughs by going deeper into truth. If you suspect you are currently going through this process or have already gone through it, this will be a great video for you. So watch all the way through. And same goes for the ones who are just entering the scene of spirituality and self-discovery and are looking for what to expect in their journey. Before we get into the symptoms of the dark night of the soul, I want to inform you about the new Discord server. I want to make a place for my viewers to build a community, chat and relate with each other, and share experiences and beliefs peacefully. Discord is the perfect platform for this, and it allows me to give out notifications for videos and live streams. I highly recommend you to hop on this server and join in this community. Who knows, you might even meet some new great people, or even become respected and trusted enough to gain some special roles. Description and the link below. I'd love to see you there. Join and I'd be grateful to chat with you. Here are 5 common symptoms of the dark night of the soul. 1. Fatigue/exhaustion, feeling lethargic, tired and desire for more sleep. 2. Overwhelming feelings of uncertainty, aka feeling lost, stuck, or hopeless. 3. Emptiness and powerlessness are ruling over your life and conscious. 4. The urge to isolate yourself and stay distant. And 5. Will begin to come to an internal understanding that everything will be okay, aka acceptance. If you are experiencing some of these symptoms, I recommend you to do some deeper research into more of these symptoms. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because no matter what, you're gonna be alright. As long as you are aligned with the divine, pretty much everybody is, then you'll be fine. And it's already divine that you're in contact with this video right now, because I now will give you crucial steps of what you should be doing in your process to make sure it's nice and clean. During this stage, it is crucial to develop and tune into your intuition and follow your heart and soul. Let me repeat that. To develop your intuition and follow your heart and soul. That is what you got to learn and do during this time. That is what's meant to happen to you through this big lesson. This is exactly what you're experiencing this all for. You have been kind of selected to find and embrace your true self And to do that, you must go through the bad to reach the good. Go through the darkness to reach the light. This stage is the ego hanging on for dear life. While the ego is being uncovered and conquered, it will likely try and bring you down with it. Know that you are not killing the ego, nor should you want to. You are only shifting your perspective of it, and also your perspective of life in general, your perspective as a whole. Know that the ego has controlled and lived your whole life for you, ever since you've been indoctrinated into this society. We have lived within the ego our whole lives, but now we are letting go and ripping the grasp it has over our conscience. I can promise that if you are amidst this darkness, brighter days are coming. Life is divine and everything is of divine timing. These brighter days will come when you're ready, when you have received and understood your lessons. The darkness may lead you to the light. Unfortunately, you have found the light within this video, which hopefully will allow you to find the light within yourself. Find the light in all life. But you must realize only you can find that light. Only you can come out of the darkness. You must come to a realization that the past is in the past. You simply cannot change it, nor can you change the future. The only thing you can change of it is your perspective towards it. Note that you can only respond to a thought with another thought. The best option is to just detach. This becomes easier the more aware you become of your inner demons. Don't respond and just embrace the peace of silence we all possess. I get stuck in these loopholes so often still to this day, pretty much just arguing with the thought, like trying to fight ego with ego over stupid things in the past or stupid things in the future. I'm only human. Recently, I have came to a big realization of how my inner demons haunt me. Every thought or action I took, they were always in the back of my head, narrating. They took form as other people conversing with me and arguing with me, and I took it as just that. But when I came to the awareness that these are very well a part of my inner demons, it allowed me to detach just that bit more. It was a big recent breakthrough and or awakening that I went through. And I was struggling with meditation recently, and this was just one of the lessons I had to go through to regain my flow. My life before this transformation / awakening was disgusting. I ate the most processed and unhealthy foods. For example, my main meal was a bacon burger with onion rings and a milkshake. I was also so goddamn picky to the point where I feared trying new foods and hated all cheese, pizza, and all sauces. I had unnecessary social anxiety, had a gaming addiction that I was managing to actually just overcome, and also smoked weed on the daily pretty much all day. But I now have the understanding that all of this stuff in my past I now do not believe is right. But I know that it was necessary to go through all the things in order to be where I am now. It is divine. After experiencing this stage, I learned true happiness does not come from short-term external bursts of dopamine that you will forget in the matter of days, weeks, months, or years, but instead long-term health and achievements, internal progress, where I am truly living for what I want, what my higher self really wants out of life. The long-term perspective is much more difficult compared to the short term, but that is a sacrifice I'm well willing and past wanting to make. It takes commitment, dedication, sacrifice, and a strong desire from a strong willpower to want to climb out of your comfort zone and make your life into a comfort zone. Now for the most important lesson of this video. How to get through this stage and accelerate your awakening is through shadow work, the exploration of your inner demons. It is getting to know and accepting your dark side as a part of you. Shadow work is a path to the rebirth of the conscious. I can't express the importance of this enough. If you are not doing any shadow work, you are seriously missing out on great internal growth, and it can hinder your whole awakening process. Know that yin yang exists in everything. There can't be dark without light, or bad without good, or up without down, or left without right. So if one cannot exist without the other, you must just accept it for what it is, and the same goes for us humans. But yin yang goes so extremely deep. I recommend you research it for yourself before I talk about it in my next upcoming videos. I'll leave an amazing video of Alan Watts on this subject in the description below. Accept yourself for what you are. Shadow work is going into the deep areas of your psyche you've never traveled to before. This is done through exercises like journaling, meditation, and also can occur through things like lucid dreaming. Ignore this shadow work at your own peril. Ignore it and it will control you. Just like being unaware of the ego, it is essentially the same thing. I can't express how important shadow work is, especially during this stage. It is the most important tool one must use through their awakening. Shadow work naturally occurred through my awakening, so I just glided through it. So I had no internal struggles other than the deep feelings of lostness and ignorant questions like, why am I doing this with my life? In this stage, you come to the understanding of how you are, your psyche, nature, and our ancestors, and how to love what you cannot change, the past, duality, and things that are just not in your control, aka external, and how to change what you don't love inside your mind through subconscious reprogramming. Perspectives, beliefs, habits, thought processes, aka internal. If these types of lessons are not understood, many collapse during this stage and don't make it further and just go back to their old life or just get seriously halted in their process. Fortunately for you, you are divinely connected and aligned with the divine timing of the universe. So now you are here receiving this message in this very moment. During this stage, I began to receive great visions for what I wanted my life to become. Until this day, I strive consistently to create those visions into my reality. You are now on that path, the right path. It is up to you and you only to conquer your own dreams and visions. And that can only be done firstly by conquering your own life, your own inner demons. My goal with this YouTube and upcoming website is to document my journey, to show my experiences to anyone in need. Remember too that I am not far into this journey. I'm just getting started with my own process. But that does not take away from what I experience, and what I experience is what I give to you, so that you may tune into it for your own good. Understand that this stage/process can be extremely tough, but know that it is the best thing that can ever happen to you. Check out all the links in the description below. Patient of Divine, signing out from the heart. Peace.